is the story of how one match, one retirement moment, and one 27-year-old from Lagos, Nigeria took over WWE's YouTube channel for an entire month. WrestleNomics ran the numbers and published them in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, and what they found wasn't close. The #1 video. April 2026's most watched clip on WWE's entire YouTube channel was the WrestleMania 42 highlights from Wwe'S versus Brock Lesnar, pulling 5.33 million views in a single month. And the #2 spot that same month went to a second video from the exact same feud, which brought in another 2.89 million. One rivalry owned both the top positions on WWE's monthly chart, and the gap between them and everyone else tells the whole story. Third place went to highlights featuring CM Punk and Roman Reigns at 2.32 million views, which under normal circumstances would be considered a dominant performance. Lesnar and Femi weren't just ahead of it, they cleared it by a wide margin. To understand why these numbers landed the way they did, you need to know what actually happened on April 19th at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The match. WrestleMania 42 Night 2 opened with Wwe'S stepping onto the biggest stage of his career for the very first time, answering an open challenge from Brock Lesnar, and walking into a match that fans expected to be a physical showcase between two of the most physically imposing performers in WWE history. What they got instead was a statement match, and Femi delivered it. From the opening lockup, Femi brushed Lesnar off and dropped him with a clothesline that sent the 10-time world champion outside the ring in clear disbelief. Lesnar regrouped, rammed Femi into the ring post and steel steps, then landed his signature German suplexes and looked briefly like he had things under control. None of that mattered once Femi fired back. Powerful uppercuts staggered Lesnar, a thunderous chokeslam put him down, and then the fall from grace sealed the pin. All of it inside 5 minutes, clean with no controversy and no escape. The crowd, as one report put it, was all the way there for it. The retirement moment. But here's the thing, the match itself wasn't even the most talked about moment from that night. After the final bell, Lesnar removed his gloves and his boots and placed them in the center of the ring. A quiet embrace with Paul Heyman followed, and then Lesnar walked up the ramp in front of the Allegiant Stadium crowd in what looked to everyone watching like a goodbye. The following Monday on Raw, WWE aired a career montage video package and began selling 3 different Thank You Brock t-shirts. Heyman reportedly asked WWE's production team to move Lesnar from the Now section of the Raw opening graphic to the Forever section, a small detail that carried enormous weight. Triple H, WWE's chief content officer, addressed the moment publicly and put it this way: "It certainly seemed that way. Brock is not a walk back through the curtain and have a long conversation kind of guy. I think Brock walked into a wall called Wwe'S, the next big thing, and the intelligence in him said, maybe I should call it a day." Heyman admitted he had no idea it was coming. His exact words, "If I knew he was going to retire, would I have gone on record saying he's going to dominate the next 15 years? I was crying." Earlier in 2026, Lesnar had offered what turned out to be an unintentionally honest summary of where he stood. "I'm the old guy now. I went back to work so I could feed my kids. I had left the company years ago, and I'm grateful that I'm back for a short time here." A short time, that's exactly how it played out. Was it planned? Backstage, the picture was messier than the on-screen moment suggested. Fightful reported that Lesnar's decision to leave his gear in the ring caught WWE officials off guard, with most of them expecting any retirement to happen later in 2026, specifically at SummerSlam in Minneapolis, where Lesnar has deep ties from his sporting background in Minnesota. A retirement there, in front of what would amount to a hometown crowd, felt like the natural story-driven ending. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer took a measured position, noting that the belief among people within WWE was that Lesnar had not yet officially retired, though a retirement at some point in 2026 remained the expectation. Brian Alvarez pointed to the Raw video package as supporting evidence, arguing it looked hastily assembled because the production team pulled clips from old documentaries, suggesting nobody had prepared for it. And the Gunther thread adds another layer. In the weeks before WrestleMania, Gunther told Paul Heyman he was owed a favor, and Gunther had spent the prior year in WWE putting Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles into retirement one by one. A match where Gunther attempts to formally end Lesnar's career carries a ready-made storyline, and WWE has never officially confirmed the retirement in any formal capacity. Triple H's post-WrestleMania comments were notably careful. WWE legend Booker T captured the permanent uncertainty around wrestler retirements when he told Fox News Digital, "You know wrestlers, we never really retire. It's always in the back of our heads we can go out there and have one more match." The bigger picture. Wwe'S. Whatever comes next for Lesnar, April's YouTube numbers delivered a verdict on Wwe'S that numbers rarely deliver so cleanly. 27 years old, from Lagos, Nigeria, debuting in WWE in 2022 and holding the NXT North American Championship for 273 days. Femi arrived at his first WrestleMania standing 6'6" and 310 pounds, heavier than Lesnar, and proceeded to pin one of the most decorated performers in company history in under 5 minutes in the opening match of the evening. The feud had already been building YouTube traffic through March before WrestleMania even arrived, and that momentum combined with the match result and Lesnar's unexpected retirement gesture created conditions where the content spread far beyond the regular audience. People who hadn't been watching shared the retirement clip, looked up the match, and watched it again. The result was 5.33 million views on a highlight reel, and both top spots on WWE's monthly chart belonging to the same feud. The rest of the chart,
The remainder of April's top 10 ran almost entirely on WrestleMania content, and the numbers across the board reflected how much traffic the event generated that month. iShowSpeed taking Logan Paul's splash brought in 2.25 million views, and LA Knight appearing during iShowSpeed's stream pulled in 1.89 million. A clip of Lesnar and Femi from the April 6th Raw drew 1.52 million, while a six-man tag featuring the Usos, LA Knight, Logan Paul, Austin Femi, and iShowSpeed rounded out the top 10 at 1.38 million.